Welcome to this deep dive. Today we're going to be looking into uh, well-being coaching with a special focus on stress and burnout.
Oh,
I
interesting.
know it's a topic you're interested in, so we're diving deep for you. Our source this time is the website of Ellen Coach, a Belgian well-being coach.
Okay.
What really caught my eye was how Ellen emphasizes, you know, empowering women to navigate the pressures of modern life and find balance.
Right,
It's
right.
not just about surviving, it's about thriving.
Absolutely.
And what I find really fascinating about her approach is that she seems to blend the mental and the physical aspects of well-being,
Yeah.
like this idea of calming the nervous system. It's woven throughout her site.
Uh-huh.
It's not just about, traditional talk therapy, but also incorporating practices that actually work on a physiological level.
Interesting. So it's like a more holistic approach then.
Exactly. And she uses some really powerful keywords on her website, too. Heal, grow, connect, empower, transform, balance, thrive, move.
Wow, that's quite a list.
Yeah, and these aren't just trendy buzzwords. They really give us a glimpse into Ellen's philosophy and how she views personal development.
I see. So these words kind of encapsulate her approach, you could say.
Absolutely. And there's this really evocative quote on her site, too. It says, if you want to fly, give up what weighs you down.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it really speaks to that idea of, shedding what's holding you back and embracing your potential.
It's a great metaphor for personal growth, isn't it? Like letting go of those things that are keeping us grounded.
Exactly. And it resonates deeply with the women that Ellen seems to be speaking to. Those who are juggling demanding lives,
Hmm.
struggling with work-life balance, maybe feeling a bit lost in the process.
Yeah, it feels like she understands the unique pressures that women face in today's world, doesn't it?
Totally. It's not just about generic self-improvement, but addressing those specific challenges and aspirations of her target audience.
It's about recognizing the reality of their lives.
Right, and her website really highlights how common these feelings of overwhelm and self-doubt are. It's reassuring for women to know they're not alone in these struggles.
So true. It normalizes those feelings, which can be so powerful.
Absolutely. So let's dive into how Ellen actually helps women navigate these challenges, okay?
Sure.
She describes herself as a life coach, a stress coach, and a burnout coach.
Oh, wow. She combines all three.
Yeah, it's interesting how she combines these different modalities.
That's fascinating. Yeah. By addressing stress and burnout specifically, it's like she's recognizing there are often underlying factors contributing to that sense of imbalance, right?
Exactly. And by weaving in life coaching principles, she can then help women create sustainable change in all areas of their lives.
I see. So it's not just a temporary fix. It's about addressing the root cause.
It's not just about putting a Band-Aid on the symptoms.
Uh-huh.
It's about getting to the root of the problem and actually empowering women to make lasting shifts.
That's powerful.
And I love how she describes herself as a mirror, guide, and source of inspiration.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It speaks to a very supportive and empowering approach, don't you think?
Definitely. It suggests that she's not just giving advice, but facilitating a process of self-discovery.
Exactly. And the mirror analogy, it implies she's helping her clients to actually see themselves more clearly.
I like that, like holding up a mirror to their strengths and their challenges,
Yeah. And the guide aspect suggests she's walking alongside them on this journey.
offering support and expertise.
Yeah, offering support and expertise along the way. Now let's talk about the Reflow Traject. It's her signature 5-month coaching program.
Reflow Traject, interesting name.
The name itself is intriguing, right?
Yeah, reflow kind of suggests a process of like letting go of old patterns and finding a new, more natural rhythm.
Exactly.
Makes me wonder about the specific techniques and frameworks she uses to achieve this.
Well, and the website describes it as a journey of personal growth and transformation. It involves diving deep into goals, overcoming obstacles,
Okay.
and creating a powerful vision for the future. But it's not just about planning and strategizing, though.
Right, because the website specifically mentioned stepping out of your comfort zone, gaining new insights, and embracing both personal and professional growth, right?
You got it.
So it sounds like true transformation requires a willingness to challenge ourselves and kind of embrace discomfort.
Exactly. And Ellen seems to believe that growth happens on multiple levers. It's not just about those external achievements,
Mm-hmm.
but also that inner transformation.
Right, that makes sense. And this idea of pushing boundaries, it connects back to that initial quote, if you want to fly, give up what weighs you down.
Totally.
It's like the reflow traject is designed to help women identify and shed those limiting beliefs and behaviors that are keeping them stuck.
It's about reclaiming their power and creating a life that feels authentic and fulfilling.
That's really inspiring. So is the Reflow Project the only thing she offers?
Well, no, actually, the Reflow Traject isn't the only thing Ellen offers. She also has a mindfulness traject, workshops focused on learning to breathe,
Hmm.
and vrouwen circles, which are women's circles. Each seems to have its own unique benefit.
It's interesting how she provides different entry points for people, depending on their needs and interests.
Right?
The mindfulness program, for example, could be a great starting point for developing self-awareness and stress management techniques.
Definitely. And those Rowan circles, they sound really intriguing. They're described as gatherings where women can connect, share their experiences, and support each other.
That speaks to the power of community, doesn't it? Especially for women who are feeling isolated or overwhelmed.
For sure. Having a supportive network can be incredibly empowering.
And then there are the workshops on learning to breathe. Seems so simple,
I know.
but we often forget the power of conscious breathing.
It's so true. We often just take it for granted.
Breathing techniques are often overlooked, but they can be incredibly powerful for calming the nervous system and managing anxiety. Another great example of how Ellen incorporates that physical aspect into her well-being approach.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that our mental and physical states are actually intertwined. Working on both levels can lead to greater well-being.
Absolutely. Now, it's one thing to hear about her approach, but it's always more compelling to hear from the women she's worked with.
Oh, for sure. She includes some powerful testimonials on her site.
What do they say?
One client talks about how Ellen provides understanding and non-judgmental support, and gives practical tips too.
Great.
And another one highlights how she felt truly heard and understood, and how Ellen's tools helped her to embrace personal growth and self-acceptance.
Wow, those testimonials really highlight the impact of feeling seen and understood, especially when you're working through personal challenges.
Totally. It seems like Ellen creates a really safe and supportive environment for her clients to explore their vulnerabilities and embrace their strengths.
That's so important in any kind of coaching or therapeutic relationship.
It really is. It's about creating that space where people feel comfortable being themselves.
Absolutely. Being able to open up and be vulnerable without judgment.
Exactly. It sounds like Ellen has really cultivated that kind of atmosphere in her practice. And it sounds like Ellen's approach is really resonating with the women who are seeking her guidance.
Yeah, definitely.
Beyond the one-on-one coaching, she also offers this monthly newsletter focused on self-care, growth, and empowerment.
Oh, cool.
I imagine that's a great way to stay connected and kind of continue learning even after completing a program with her.
Definitely, yeah. It's a smart strategy for building community and providing that ongoing support. It shows that she's invested in her clients' long-term well-being, not just offering a quick fix.
Exactly. It seems like a natural extension of her holistic approach. Oh, and she also has this guided visualization audio recording available. It's called Visualizations for a Deep Relaxation. I'm curious, how she incorporates this into her coaching practice.
Well-guided visualizations, they can be incredibly effective for reducing stress, promoting relaxation, even fostering creativity.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's cool how she provides this tool alongside her coaching and workshops. It further emphasizes that mind-body connection.
It seems like she's weaving together a lot of different elements, coaching, mindfulness, community, self-care practices.
Very integrative approach, yeah.
Definitely. And I think what ties it all together is this underlying theme of empowerment.
Right.
It's not just about learning techniques, it's about actually encouraging women to tap into their own inner strength and create the lives that they truly desire.
Absolutely. I noticed she uses the word empowerment quite a bit on her site.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes across as really genuine, and heartfelt, not just like a buzzword. It's clearly at the core of her philosophy.
Yeah, it's not just something she's throwing around. It really seems to be central to her whole approach.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes Ellen's approach so compelling. She's not just offering solutions, she's actually inviting women to take ownership of their well-being,
Uh-huh.
become active participants in their own growth.
It's about moving from a place of, feeling overwhelmed and stuck to a place of agency and possibility.
Exactly. It seems like her coaching style really emphasizes the importance of the journey, too.
Mm.
She doesn't promise those quick fixes. She talks about transformation and growth, suggesting that well-being is this ongoing process, a commitment to yourself and your own evolution.
It's not about reaching a destination. It's about embracing that journey and, becoming the best version of yourself along the way.
That resonates with me a lot, actually. It's a nice reminder that we all have the capacity for growth and change, right? And that there are people out there, like Ellen, who are dedicated to supporting us on that path.
Now, I know you're someone who values personal growth and self-discovery. What stood out to you the most from what we've learned about Ellen and her approach?
I think what struck me is how she blends those practical strategies, with this deep understanding of the emotional and psychological challenges that women face.
Okay.
She offers tools and techniques, but she also creates that safe space for vulnerability and self-acceptance.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's that combination of the practical support and that emotional intelligence that really sets her apart. And the way she integrates that physical aspect of well-being, through those breathing techniques and guided visualization, it's fascinating.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that true well-being is multifaceted. It's not just about changing our thoughts and behaviors, but about cultivating a lifestyle that supports our overall health and happiness.
For sure.
And it seems like Ellen's guiding women to create that kind of lifestyle, one that's rooted in self-awareness, balance, and empowerment.
So what does all of this mean for you, our listener? What we've uncovered here is a coach who's deeply attuned to the challenges women face today. And she offers this unique blend of tools and support to really help them thrive.
If you're feeling stressed, burnt out, or simply out of balance, exploring Ellen Coates' offerings might be a worthwhile step.
Yeah, her website is just a wealth of information. And it's clear that her approach is both compassionate and empowering. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question inspired by Ellen's work.
Okay, I like it. Hit us with that question.
How do the concepts of balance and empowerment relate to your own personal journey?
That is a good question.
Yeah, it really is. A good one to sit with for a bit.
It is. Where do you feel out of balance in your own life?
Right, right.
What steps can you take to reclaim your power in those areas?
It might be about setting boundaries at work, or making time for self-care,
Uh-huh.
or even just speaking your truth in a relationship. It's about recognizing where you might be, giving your power away or neglecting your own needs.
And remember, empowerment, it's not about having it all figured out.
No, definitely not.
It's about recognizing your own inherent worth and making choices, that align with your values and aspirations.
It's about giving yourself permission to prioritize your well-being, to say no when you need to,
Yeah.
and to pursue what truly brings you joy and fulfillment.
It's about embracing that journey of self-discovery and growth, even if it feels, messy or uncertain at times.
Exactly. And as Ellen reminds us with that powerful quote of hers, it's about shedding the weight that holds us back and embracing the freedom to fly.
To fly, yeah. That's a great image.
If you're intrigued by what we've discussed today, I highly encourage you to visit Ellen Coates' website. You'll find more details about her coaching programs, mindfulness practices, and inspiring resources.
Her website is definitely worth checking out. Lots of great information there.
And who knows, maybe this deep dive will spark a new chapter in your own journey of self-discovery and growth. Until next time, keep seeking that balance, keep reclaiming your power, and keep embracing that incredible potential that lies within you.